In the last video, we added these columns to our main column. And so we learned how to nest columns. In this video, we're going to learn how to use some of the responsive utility classes that Bootstrap provides. And what that allows you to do is only to display certain elements with particular devices and sizes. So it's sort of like a media queries on steroids. So basically, we added these three columns. Now look what happens when we minimize this. These kind of get all crunched into the main column. So what we want to do is actually remove these on smaller devices. We only want to display our main column. We don't want all of these inside columns here because this doesn't look quite as good. So what we want to only do is display these in larger resolution. So that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and close this out. And so here is where, of course, we put our inside columns. So again, Bootstrap provides classes that we can use to go ahead and make these visible with particular device types. So let's go to this first one, which we have right here. And what we do is we go right past our column class and we type in the keyword visible. And so this is the visible class that we can use. And then you put in -MD. And remember that stands for medium-sized device. So what this means is we are only going to display this column on a medium-sized device. It will not display on any other type of resolution. And we can also put in visible for the larger devices as well, which of course is LG. It's the same thing, you just put in -LG. And now this column will not display on smaller devices. It should only display on the medium-sized and larger devices. So let's go ahead and copy this and let's go down and put this in our other columns as well, our other inside columns. So we're just going to paste this right here. And then we're going to go down to this final inside column, the third one that we created, and we're going to copy and paste that right there. So now let's go ahead and save this. Let's go ahead and load our web page again. And there you can see the columns are displayed, which is what we want. It will be displayed on medium and larger resolutions. Now, if we minimize this, these should now disappear. And let's see if it works. And look at that, it did. Now we only have our main column, which is what we wanted on smaller devices. So that works really, really nicely. So you can see how useful this visibility class is in Bootstrap. It's very, very useful so that your website will look perfect on particular device types. So let's go ahead and maximize this again. And there you can see we've got our inside columns back. Now it works both ways. We can actually only display elements on small devices. So let's say this column 7 right here. We only want to display this on small devices. Let's go ahead and do that. We can do that too. And I just want to show you this as an example. So let's close this out and let's go down to where that column 7 is. It's right here. And so of course, what do? We type in visible again. And this time we're going to put -XS. And of course that is for extra small devices. So the very, very small resolution. So let's save this and let's reload our page. And now if this works, we should not see the column 7 in the larger resolution. And it is not there. So now let's go ahead and minimize this. Let's scroll down. And there you can see it now appears on the smaller resolution. So once again, you can see how nicely this visibility class works. It's very, very powerful. And it allows you to tailor base your website to the particular device types.